Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me. Today I am featuring a new die set that I recently got. This is from Concord and Ninth, and it's called Floral and Flutter dies. As you can see, there are two dies in this set, and I absolutely love these dies. I've never tried their dies before, but these die cut beautifully. So here is the butterfly, and here is the flower. They pretty much look like string-shaped butterflies and flowers, or at least that's what it seems to me. They're very scribbled. I really love this design. I'll be using the butterfly today, so I've already cut it. Actually, I've cut two of these. Maybe I will make two cards. But before decorating my butterflies, I will create my background for my card base. And I have here this background stamp from Simon, and this is called White Stripes, and I've already mounted here into my Misty. And I'm doing this first because there will be a lot of ink and it will need some time to dry. I've cut myself a piece of 6x6 white cardstock, and I'm gonna be inking this with the Hero Hues black dye ink, as I want to create a striped background, a black striped background. I really want this to be dark. I have no black striped pattern paper, as I would have used that. But as you can see, you can easily create your own pattern paper with large background stamps like this one. Okay, and I'm gonna stamp this one more time because the black is not as I want it to be. It's not intense. And I'm gonna set this aside to dry. And now I can decorate my butterflies, and I will be using some distress inks. I'm gonna smoosh them onto this plastic bag here, and I will use cracked pistachio, picked raspberry. I really need a tiny bit of color, some yellow, and this is mustard seed. And this is regular cardstock. It is not watercolor cardstock, but I'm not gonna apply too much water. It's not gonna warp. So let's see, I'm gonna pick a bit of this pink. So I gave my butterflies a quick heat set with my heat gun, and they look so beautiful. I so love these die cuts. So I'm gonna trim this now to be the size of my card, and that's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And I ended up with two pieces, so maybe this one I will use it for the other card. So I'm gonna mount my panel onto my card base, and I'll be using some adhesive tape. And I will have my butterfly right at the center of my card, but I just want to create a backing for it. So what I'm gonna do, I will grab this negative piece that I have, and I'm gonna trace my butterfly onto a piece of vellum so I can then cut it out. And here is my butterfly, and to make this pop a bit more, I will do some embossing only to the edges. I'm just gonna ink this up with my Versamark. I'm gonna do this over a coffee filter, and the embossing powder is from Simon. Okay, and now with my brush I'm just gonna remove the excess powder. And this is my embossed butterfly. So I'm gonna glue these two together, and I will use a bit of this Tombow Mono. And I'm gonna mount this onto a thin strip of this 3M Scotch tape. And I'll place this only at the center. Now for my sentiment, I'll be using this Dymo label maker. You can write your own sentiments with this thing here, and the great thing about this is that the letters are embossed. So you just move this wheel until you get to the desired letter, and then you just press. So I'm just gonna type hello. And then I'll need a space, and you have the space bar here. And then I'll move to cut. You have the scissors, and this thing is so inexpensive, it's like $10 or something like that. You can also buy refills, and if I remember correctly, there's something here that just you can remove, and you just insert the roll in there. It's very simple to replace this. And here are the embossed, and you can see that these are raised, all the letters. I'm just gonna cut here, and this does have adhesive to the back. Now to finish my card, I will add some enamel dots. I made these with the melted powder from Wow, and I'm gonna link to that video below if you want to see how I made these. So I'm just gonna grab some of this pink and blue, and I'll be using my multimedia mat to glue these down. And here is my finished card. Very simple, yet colorful. I really love this die, it's absolutely gorgeous. Now for my second card, I found this pattern paper in my stash. This I believe is from Glitz Design, something like that. I just want to add a bit of sparkle to this black and white background, so I will be adding some dots of glue at the center of some of these flowers. And I'm just gonna pour some glitter. I have this gold glitter here. And I'll set this aside to dry, and then I will tap off the excess glitter, that it's not gonna stick all to the glue. And now that my paper here is dry, I'm gonna adhere this with a bit of adhesive tape. And I have my strip of paper here that I cut from the 6x6 panel, and I'm adhering this one with some adhesive tape also. And I have another strip here. I will be using a bit of liquid glue to tape this down. And I can now mount my butterfly, and I'm gonna put a bit of adhesive tape, dimensional adhesive tape, to the back. And I will use my Dymo label maker once again. I added a couple of gold sequins, and that finished my second card. Here are both cards that I made today using the floral and flutter dies by Concord and Ninth. I put links to all the supplies I've used down below. Unfortunately, as Simon says, where I got my dies, they are out of stock, and I've put a link directly to their shop at Concord and Ninth. I hope I gave you some inspiration. I thank you all so much for watching, and I'll be seeing you soon. Bye bye.